Alright.
Okay, and we're back. I lost 2 viewers to that. Like, I get it. I lost 2 viewers to break time, but I get it, but also I needed a break. I needed to take a power nap. But it's okay. It's okay.
In gentle days.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys wake up in a big old cuddle pile. Jinora and Star are absolutely wrapped up in your lap. Laura, you are cuddled right up to Rogar, clinging to him like the warm furnace that he is. Listen, I did Sagittarius X Aurora stream. I'm doing a Laura X Rogar stream. It's gonna happen.
Uh-oh.
I'm indulging the shippers, okay? I'm indulging the shippers.
Oh my god, my brother's gonna kill me! He's not gonna kill me, but he's gonna be squealing because he ships Larogar.
Indulging.
He's gonna wake up and just... Can I... Perception roll on Rogar?
Sure.
What are you looking for?
Looking for? So I didn't hear that.
At his head.
Yeah, his head is
I know this about. Have you not, Laura, you might want to share the ideas that you had with Bo, unless you've already done.
I'm already ahead of you.
There you go.
Ah. I assume I will need my phone because you're gonna send me a DM.
Oh, no. Let me see if I have any recent pictures, because I unfortunately have not finished them yet.
Well, I was just gonna say that his head is like your head is tucked under his.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're all tucked up against his chest, and he's got one arm wrapped around you, and like his head is on yours, and it's very cozy. And cute.
Oh my god, I just realized something.
What?
His scales feel like bark. He's literally a warm tree.
Yeah, he's a warm tree.
Warm tree.
Yep.
Yeah!
Oh, tree. So silly.
Yeah, he's a warm tree, basically.
Yeah, she feels at home. Mm-hmm. Definitely at home.
You wake up slowly. You're warm, you're cozy, you're very comfortable. Mostly very comfortable. Actually, now that you're waking up a little bit more, your legs are a bit pins and needles. Oh, right. Ow. That hurts. That hurts just a little bit. You realize that Jinora and Star have been asleep on your legs like all night.
We can, but this hurts. Oof. I take my satchel and try to do the Indiana Jones, like, flip my legs out and just try to
yes. That very gentle, I'm gonna reach under your head, and I'm gonna cap it for a moment, and I'm gonna move my leg, and I'm gonna move, and oh, okay, that's much better. Star is still completely passed out. Shinora yawns and wakes up and blinks up at you guys and heh. Y'all are cuddled together.
Yes.
Like normal friends. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You
And yawns
did that,
again.
Jen. Yeah. And then it hits her. I'm not that type of bird. Oh, why does everyone keep saying that? Just
That will absolutely wake Rogar up.
Okay. Rogar, you wake up, you're cuddled right up to Laura. Your head's tucked up on top of hers, and her head is tucked under your chin. And
Assuming as Laura is exclaiming that you're trying to get out of this.
she's like trying to like get up, and then she says that, and she realized she was too loud, and she was like, sorry.
Take my arm off and not ready to open my eyes yet. I want to listen.
okay.
Is ice still hitting the roof?
Not that you can hear.
I'd go up to the window to see how much damage has happened.
Alright, so you open one of the doors into one of the hallways, and you immediately shiver as the cold hits you. And then you make your way over to a window, and you cannot see through it.
Is it bright out? Like it's
Yep.
daytime?
It's daytime.
Okay. Hey guys, I think the storm is lifted.
Hearing that, armor up.
Okay.
And trying to keep Yamo warm as well, so staying near the fire.
Okay.
Ooh. Anything metal here? Any scraps of metal?
Depends on what you're trying to do with it.
Small shards? Or maybe like just enough metal to where I can scoop up into Laura's scraps and just put it into a ball of cloth.
Not really. I mean, there's a couple metal pendants or medallions, but it's like the kind that are keepsakes and like are a little bit bulky.
Is it big enough to where if I put a lot of cloth on it, would casting heat metal like give enough heat off of it without it singeing or causing a fire if I put cloth around it?
Sure. That's clever.
Okay.
I'll give it to you.
Okay. I'll grab any kind of bulky pins of metal or something like that and pretty much just gather it up into a ball and just start wrapping it with as much fabric as I can. And I put it in my satchel at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And just gather up our stuff and just put on my warm gear, check on Jin and Shiny, everyone.
Okay.
Meant to say Star, but I don't know why Shiny came out.
Because Rogar is very shiny.
Yeah, of course it is.
Rogar, Shannara, Star, they're all doing well. Star looks very, groggy, like that teenager doesn't want to be awake yet, but is awake because they have to be.
Lara sighs. Just ruffles up her hair. Come on. Let's get going.
You head to the door and you try to open it. And it's frozen shut. Or rather, you're able to open it inwards. And there's a sheet of ice in front of you.
How thick is the sheet look?
You take care of this one, bud.
About 2-3 inches.
That's fine. I will walk up to it, taking my shield. Just try and smack it down.
Alright. Okay. Alright. Make an athletics check. Athletics.
18.
18. Alright. So you give it a good and it crashes, it makes that sound of metal on ice. And the ice cracks and you make a good sizable dent in the ice. You feel like you're gonna have to hit it a couple more times.
Achilles. I bring Achilles over, turn him around, give him a massive slap on the ass to try and get him to kick the back.
Achilles glares at you, and you get the feeling you could have just asked, but he kicks the ice. And a good sizable chunk is bucked out of the ice wall in front of you.
Oh, shut up. And I'll just go over and I'll start methodically just pulling away at the ice.
Okay.
Trying to make a hole big enough for the horse.
Okay. Alright. You, it takes a little bit, but you make it. You get through.
Is it still... So I take... Obviously, the storm has stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just ice outside, or...
It's
how does
just
it look?
ice. It is... It's beautiful. The world is shiny and shimmers and it sparkles, and it is like everything has a layer of white frost over it.
From where we are, I'm
Mhm.
curious. Can we see parts of the other 3 regions, or no?
I'll say yes.
Okay. So what I'm looking for is to see whether the ice storm just stops at the border.
It does.
Right.
There's a sharp difference between trees covered entirely in white ice and the colorful autumn forest, and the you can't really see the spring court from here because you're closer to the autumn border than anything else, but the difference between the autumn border and the winter and like the sides on each is very, very, very sharp.
We need to get out of this cold. Now.
Can Achilles fit all of us?
Two, maybe.
Here.
For the star.
Come on, Star. Oh, I just lift her up to Rogar.
Okay.
Oh, and I pull out the ball. Put this in between you and Rogar. It'll keep you warm.
I don't need to be up there.
So what? As you guys are pushing her up there, Star is looking around, and she, if Achilles doesn't mind pulling a cart, she points over at what looks to be a mostly closed, looks like a, I want to say garage, but I know it's not the right word for what I'm looking for.
Shed?
Shed. Shed works as well as any. A mostly closed shed, but you can see through the gap of the slightly open door, there's a, what looks to be a wagon in there.
Well, immediately after having that pointed out, hit over. Start kind of clawing away at the ice, trying to get the door open.
Okay. It takes a little bit of effort to get the door open, but eventually you manage it, and the ice does seep a little bit into the shed, but otherwise the cart is untouched.
Sweet. Does it have...
Back.
I'll pick up the kind of axle for the wagon, bring it over to Achilles, and start getting him strapped up to it.
Okay, you do so.
Sweet. This will work. I'm assuming the wagon's just made of wood, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. I assume making a fire on this is not the smartest idea.
Slow look at the card.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. Wood
This is gonna
equal
be
burn.
good.
Wood equal burn. Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Star starts like patting out the floor of the cart with like cloth and furs, and making like basically a blanket nest.
Sweet.
Having made one myself before, it layers 3 entire blankets over the top, and then scurries under the blankets. Jinora chuckles and joins her. And is like, oh, this is pretty cozy.
I will get onto the front of the wagon.
Okay.
And just sit right next to Rogar to let Jen and Star have their little nap together.
Okay. Shinora and Star have a good old nap while you two keep an eye out and drive. I feel bad that I keep yawning through this. Jeez.
Sure.
So you make your way along the path. Slowly. It's slippery. It's like, make no change about it. The road is... You're going faster than you would have on foot, but slower than you know you could be going. And it's a little bit frustrating.
we know for a fact if we try to go any faster, it could hurt Achilles as well as put us in danger.
Yeah.
So as much as I want slap on the reins, I know it's safer if we stay this pace.
Yeah.
And just, she looked back at the map and just, they haven't moved. Well,
Get there when we can.
I know.
I wish it was faster.
Same.
No, Achilles. That wasn't a complaint.
Achilles, who had picked up the pace ever so slightly, just turns his head enough to like roll one eye at you before turning his head forward and
It's so nice to actually understand you're familiar.
As you go along the road, I would love you both to roll me some perception checks.
Yes.
Straight through.
13 plus a what?
13 plus 3. 16.
16. 16 for me.
Nice. So, you both notice it about the same time. The signs of people on the road. Like you can see that the road has salt on it. Like somebody has been traveling along the path putting salt on the road to make it safer to travel. And after a while, you notice like every once in a while you'll pass what looks to be a little house and you'll notice smoke coming from the chimney and lights on in the house, and at one point you both see somebody peek out of a window before ducking their head and hiding from you guys.
Very content with this.
Yeah, just ignore them, Rogar. Just ignore them.
Don't need to be told twice on that one.
Yeah. Just place to be, people to get to. That's all we gotta do.
You pass the day. It's basically like you see people. Like you're seeing people now. But they're mostly like when they see you guys, they duck and cover.
Oh, they know who we are now.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's a good and a bad.
Yeah.
I don't see that as bad. Or at the very least, Rogar doesn't see it as bad.
Valid.
No.
There's a slight reassurance every single time they come out and immediately go back in.
Yeah.
I mean, same for Laura, but I don't think it's caught on to her that if the Winter Court Fae know that they're here, then once they get to the autumn, will they know who they are? That's
an excellent question.
That's out of character, Crystal wondering this.
An excellent question. You'll find out when you find out.
Yeah, that's fair.
But in character, she likes the fact that no one's stopping them.
Yeah, valid. So you guys travel. Good thing about Achilles being basically a creation is that he doesn't really get tired very much. So he's able to keep going for quite some time. You guys find yourself on the road eating lunch. And then about at I'd say 1, 2 o'clock, or at least what you think would be 1, 2 o'clock, except that the
Time
day's
whack.
long. Time whack.
Yeah.
Time whack. As much as Lily would tell the time, she can't in this place.
Yeah.
And it's annoying. It's starting to, it's not Sagittarius annoying yet, but it's like, it's scratching their surface like, it's starting to bug her. Just a tiny bit.
Yeah,
but
Funnily enough, in this place, Rogar is more accurately able to tell the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not saying much, based on his previous ability to tell the time. And instead of a broken clock being right twice a day, it's now right 3 times a day.
Hey. So, you'd say about 1 or 2-ish, you come across a diverging path, a fork in the road. You have the option to keep going straight, which says leads to the crossroads, the court crossroads, or you have the option to turn off to the left, which leads to the Autumn Court.
I feel like we should go to the crossroads. What do you think, Shiny?
These people fear us. Look, I don't want to travel in the cold. At this point, the cold is the only thing we need to worry about. Let's say we keep going.
Same. Alright.
Alright, excellent. I don't have to come up with Autumn Court stuff.
You're welcome.
Hey!
Hey!
You guys continue on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
just humming to herself,
yeah.
thinking of
It's-
a song.
It's beautiful, but in a completely different way than it was the day before. The world is covered in ice. It's quiet. It's bright. And it almost feels like a new beginning. Or an end. You're not sure which.
Just like leans back. As much as I dislike winter, it is pretty. The cold sucks though. But and she looks at like, you know how periwinkles can get frost on them, so they look like they're encased in glass. Just like she looks down at the ground to see a few of them. It's actually really enchanting.
For a place like this, we're in our world, because despite how it may look, it's the very
Yeah. I am forever gonna feel guilty about what I've done before we came here. About, you know, just what am I gonna tell Aurora? What am I gonna tell Sag?
aim to get the fast as we could. Nothing else matters.
That's true. She shakes her head, just focus on the road. Came to do what we came to do. Stay slow on the way, but at least we're here together.
Alright. So you guys continue on the road. As it gets towards the end of the day, the travel seems both faster and slower. When you look at the map, you're traveling quite quickly. But when you watch the road, it seems to take forever to get anywhere. And eventually, as the sun seems to dip over the horizon into evening, you come to the crossroads. You can clearly see the line between each kingdom. But also clearly, you can see that there is a small, I'd say a circular patch of land in the middle that seems to be untouched by any of the courts.
Does it like a fairy ring?
No,
Okay, good.
no. It's just an evenly spaced, like the road goes around this spot from each court. And in the middle of this area, like it's big enough that like you could fit a building there, seems to be an inn. And it's called the Four Seasons. I hoped you'd enjoy that one.
I love.
Alright. This is the game we're playing.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Did you forget? This is the game we're playing. So,
Come on.
you approach the Four Seasons Inn.
Yeah.
And it looks really nice. There's stables, there's a place to park carts, etc. There's a lovely sign with like basically the circle split into the Four Seasons. A color to represent each season. There's windows lit up by golden light, and it looks really inviting.
Janora and hey Jen, real quick, could you use True Sight on this place real quick before we check it out?
Yeah, sure. And she taps the glasses and turns them on and looks it over, and it looks the same.
Turn them off now. Great.
Taps the glasses, turns them off.
I'll check inside real quick. Do you want to stay the night, or do you want to just get some information?
We know with a good place to sleep.
Alright. Gonna go up to the counter.
Okay.
And see who's there.
Alright. You enter the inn, and there is a banister to, or a set of stairs leading up towards to one side that leads to like a balcony overlooking the first floor? It's an excellent question, Lily. It's an excellent question. There's a lovely open space for a seating area, tables, chairs. There's a bar and a young lady standing at the bar, cleaning dishes, etc. There's an older lady sitting behind the desk that you walk up to, and as you approach, she looks up and, "Oh, welcome. It's been such a long time since we've had guests."
Hi. I'm Songbird. It's like that nickname.
Well,
Songbird.
excellent to meet you, Songbird. You can call me Nanny.
Hi, Nanny. I'm a traveler along with part of my group. We're tired and we just need a night's rest.
Oh, of course. You're welcome to stay. We have 6 rooms available. And they go for... Oh, you're from the mortal realm, aren't you? Normal we do barter, but, I'd say 5 silver a room?
Yeah. She goes to the bag of holding that has the whole group's funds they
Yep.
got. And just gives, 5 silver per person?
5 silver a room.
Oh, 5 silver a room. Hey, Shiny, would you like a room? Or...
Yes.
Okay. Me and Jen are probably gonna share a room with Star. And so that'll be 5 silver. Or, no, 10 silver. Sorry, my brain. And just give 10 silver to Nenny.
Okay. She takes it and she puts it in what looks to be a lockbox and closes it and reaches underneath the counter and pulls out 2 keys and here you are, my love. There should be 2 beds in each room, but if you need us to put an extra bed in one of them, I can do that. And if you need anything, we're happy to help. We have food over at the bar there, and we can run a bath for you. It looks like you folks wandered from the Winter Court, so we'd be happy to warm up the place for you.
Thank you. We're good when it comes to food, but you can warm up the room that's going to be given to the Golden One.
Of course. And she bustles off and starts, talks to the girl at the counter, and they go and they prepare stuff, and...
Laura just takes Janora and Star to their room and just tries to make it as comfortable as possible for both of them.
Okay.
And she first gives Rogar's key to him and points up to where his room is.
Okay.
Thank you.
So both of your rooms are upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
They're very comfortable. The older lady, Nanny, comes up and taps on each door and, "Are you sure I can't get you some food? We cooked up a really mighty good stew earlier today."
We're good.
Actually, yes. I'd like
Excellent. Perfect.
Be fine.
Nanny brings up a tray with some food and water, and it looks like a really hearty stew. Star also gets some food, and Shinora takes after Laura's example. She just drinks. Shinora drinks.
Drink. Yeah.
Seeing Laura's reaction, just there was a bit of pressure when I was two before I lost my appetite. I need it back. It's all right. I'll be fine.
Scooches over. Just sighs and looks at Star, who's eating it,
Mm-hmm.
and gets comfortable enough to try and start eating a little bit. But then she loses her appetite and she just starts picking through. What does she have rations? I want to make sure she has rations before I say something. No, she doesn't. I thought Sagittarius did, but I didn't put it down in her thing. So never mind. She starts just eating enough before she puts the bowl down.
Okay. Shinora takes that cue to have something to eat. When you guys retire to your rooms, they're very warm, like enough to drive away the chill of the Winter Kingdom.
I do want to make my room sweltering.
All right, you have that options.
Perfect.
The
wanna
room
make-
is now sweltering.
I basically want to make it a sauna.
Yeah.
And I don't care if it's disgusting to sleep in, because it's, in terms of heat, I'm used to it. The humidity I might not be, but that's alright.
Yeah.
I do.
It's a dry sauna.
Sweet. I'm perfect with that.
I'd be over here just like,
Happy 1, 2, 3, 4. The time where I am is 12:34. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
oh, or no, my computer. It's an hour ahead, so it's your time.
Yeah, it's my time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, just Laura goes up to Janora and, are we supposed to eat food here?
Not food that is given to us, but food that we pay for should be fine.
Okay. Just, I don't want to. Learning to trust people again. It's not easy. So, thanks, Jen. Thanks. So, gonna just change into her fireproof pajamas.
Okay.
Just checking on Rogar.
Yeah. Rogar's room is sweltering.
Just,
Yeah.
kind of feels nice.
Food bowl empty. Rogar is under a very small layer of blankets. clothes, armor off to the side, and he's just laying back and just reveling in feeling the heat in his ears, basically. And he does not respond to you opening the door.
Didn't hear you, love.
Oh. Trying to catch a tan?
It's like home.
Feels really nice in here.
The bed's not like home, but this feeling is. After anything we did, returning to this, it's
Nice.
just missing the salt.
Gar, how
It's
did you end up in Kaler's Tavern?
That's
It's on the floor.
gets up, kind of sits to the side of the bed. I was escaping. Not from any person. I lost. I lost in a way that
Worse than 3,000 people.
it wasn't the crowd, though that did play a part. No, that 3,000 people is you're fighting for sport in front of a crowd. If you can get cheers, a reaction, even if you lose, it works. How I lost was pitiful. I left for pride. Because there, I lost it. I agreed to go to the war because I knew before I returned, I needed to be stronger. I didn't expect what would happen in the process. Meeting you all. It's a mixed feeling going back. I don't think I would be if I hadn't met you. Oh, Jesus Christ. There you go. I'm in the middle of the game, Mum.
Oh, sorry.
Your mic is still on. Your mic
Ignore that.
on.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh.
Anyway, where were we?
Not much I could do about that when Mum slams the door open. I apologize.
No worries.
You're
To anyone
good.
watching as well.
You mean
Sure.
you mean meeting the group?
Yes, the group. You just so happen to be a part of it, too.
Honestly, the reason I was at Taylor's Tavern because I was hungry, but exactly tell you all the truth from when my disguise dropped that day. Remember when I said the reason I was on the run was because I knew where the location of the future Queen of Talos was? The fiancé? And why the guards were always after me. That wasn't entirely true. The reason why I knew where she was at all times and why I looked at my king like that at the party or at the ball is because I'm his fiancé. And I was on the run from him.
What happened?
By what happened, do you mean what happened when I left? Or do you want to know what happened? Like, there's a lot, but long story short, Simple Bard thought she was in love. Met a man that she didn't know absolutely anything about. Had a few dates. Had fun. Fell asleep. Woke up in a very unknown location. Nothing happened, thank goodness, to myself, but I quickly realized who he was, and I was quickly forced into a situation that I did not want to be a part in. And after maybe a week or two, I was able to escape, only for me to realize that my family had been put into danger. They took my family, hold it over my head, keep me there. So, every time they try to do something, I took it upon myself. For every scar that I have was... They don't know. They don't know. So, I was being trained to become the queen of Talos. And I thought maybe if I played along, I could maybe set things right in my home that I saw was crumbling at my feet. as a simple bard, I lived among them. I struggled with them. I helped them. And yes, in the position I was in, it was hard. But I saw the benefits, and I thought, with every single day, I could try to make them better. So I played along. But I didn't realize what I would go through, and I almost lost faith. One day, my best friend came and saw where I was, and she attempted to help me and my family escape. Things didn't turn out that well. It's blurry, but the plan was for me to go with my family, and seeing that there needed to be a distraction, I took action and kept them from finding them, and ran across the groves and the rivers, and kept the dogs and the guards on me for weeks or months. I've been running and singing so that all the guards could stay on me and never find my family again. But that night did something to my eyes, and I was slowly turning blind. So my aim wasn't as good as it used to be, and my arrows kept breaking, and I found Taylor's Tavern. So, yeah. Now that I'm free, I think there's only one place that maybe my family could have gone. And that could be Heidelberg. I don't know. Yeah. I hope you don't see me differently from that.
Of course not.
It's a lot to take in, I know. Short story, my ass.
What happened to the ball? You're free now. Why?
What?
You're free now. How?
Me and Soren danced twice. The first time, he respectfully let me go, which I did not expect. The second time, he wanted to talk, and I agreed to it, but only as we were closest to the ball, because I did not want to give him assumptions that I wanted to go with him. We talked, and he was not like I remembered he was when I was at the castle. I was afraid that this entire time he was angry at me, when really he was worried. And he said that he would let me go. And that's why why I was awkward next to him. I'm glad he let go. I don't see myself tied down to one. I mean, look at me. Anyway.
There's a reason I wanted this place warm.
Make you feel
My performance for the Ice Queen. Her guards brought me to her bed. It was there that Zan found me. Ordered me dressed.
touch you, did she?
No. As far as I could tell, she never left the throne room.
What did she do? If it's okay.
She only asked me if the time to wear.
By then, she's...
And I'll point to myself. It's not quite boxes or briefs or anything like that, but it's like underclothes.
Oh, okay.
Less than this.
I understand. She starts swearing in Elven.
I hate this place.
There's a knock on the door.
Peek. And give Rogar a signal to hold on for a second. Hello?
Lassie. It's Nanny. I have a letter here for you. From the mortal realm. From a Soren? And she hands you a letter from Soren.
Right.
Couldn't hear what you said.
Big as the devil, you shall right.
Before Nanny then just toddles off back where she was before. Looks like she's doing a crossword.
Did Rogar hear that it was from him?
Nanny's not quiet.
Ugh.
That's one way of saying it.
Listen, Nanny's an old Irish mama.
Yeah. Oh, that's adorable. Okay,
Kind of giving the letter a side eye.
Gonna put that away.
not going to read it.
In front of.
See, for Laura to read it, I'd have to write it.
Okay.
And, you know, with the arrival of this letter, putting more tension in the room between Laura and Rogar, and with the fact that I am basically falling asleep where I sit, I think this is a great place to call it for the evening.
Okay.
I do apologize. Normally we would go longer, but
No,
That's right.
I think this is a good time
yeah.
because I'm gonna go to work in the morning, and of course, a fucking letter from Sword as we're having a moment.
How is it
You're
happening?
welcome.
Fuck. It doesn't help. This doesn't help.
You're welcome. Alright, put that back there.
Try to go. It's a love corner.
Alright. Dear viewers, thank you for... Yes, love triangle. Dear viewers, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. In theory, our next D&D game should be the week after next on a Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're gonna rejoin Aurora and Sagittarius as they navigate